Fast-paced with extremely good controls, Flat Heroes is a freaking good time. It has Super Meat Boy-like controls, but the object of the game is to stay alive. Of course, they're not going to make it easy. It's been in early access for almost a year now, and I think has flown under the radar. There is already a good amount of content, with 6 worlds in the campaign, 6 survival maps, and multiple versus modes. For an early access game, this is packed. While the game can be played single player, everything is focused towards co-op. All the modes have co-op, even campaign. For 1 to 4 people, this would be an awesome party game. The amount of close calls and celebratory moments when you just dodge an enemy are endless. I'm sure there will be some serious bragging rights for the winner. Side note, the survival maps require points to unlock. Now you get these points by playing the survival mode, and when you die, you get points based on your high score, and they can be applied to unlock extra maps. However, I don't understand why this gating is here. Why gate the player from getting all of the maps? Just let them play them all. What's the big deal? You're not like showing them new things and then they can progress. And I just feel like the game's trying to force a progression system here where it's not needed. And it's actually really annoying. Anyway, the controls are what makes all of this possible. They are precise and give you so much authority over your square. Jump, dash, float, and then dash. They're all possible. Square can even cling to walls. It opens up the map so much. It leads to vertical platform only maps, since that still gives the player a place to rest. It is so much fun to jump and whoosh your way around the map. Flat Heroes is not for the faint of heart. Some serious controller skills are required. If you liked Super Meat Boy for the controls, then you should consider picking this up. I'm making that comparison because when you play both of these games, you realize they got it right. It's always the player's fault for failing that jump, and that's a good feeling. Along with great controls, the enemy variety is considerable. Flat Heroes starts off with straightforward line attacks and expands from there. Some enemies are homing while others just take up a lot of space. There are also rockets and fast-moving circles. Everything is telegraphed clearly, and the enemies are simple. Simple's a good thing. Flat Heroes can introduce new enemies quickly, and you'll be able to pick it up. This way you don't have to memorize a lot of complex patterns. The game gets more difficult by layering a bunch of enemy types together in one level. Chaos is the only way to describe how crowded some of these levels get. It's fun. Bosses are the outlier. They're more complex and have multiple stages to them. They require more trial and error gameplay because they don't build on previous enemy patterns. I think it's a mistake, but they are fun to play. It's not too difficult that it becomes frustrating from having to replay the level a lot. It's nice to finalize the world with a boss. Gives a good feeling of accomplishment. Luckily, if you want to play versus mode and no one else is around, the game includes bots. How rare is it for games to include bots these days? So it's pretty nice to have. There's no option to set the difficulty on them, though, and that kind of sucks. Hopefully that's something that can be added. Also, they're kind of vicious. So when you first enter the game, if you're not ready, they're going to win. They'll destroy you. And it's also because you don't know how the mode is supposed to be played in Versus. There's no description. So playing against the bot is the best way to learn how to play the mode. And that kind of sucks. Hopefully the developers can add something to show you how the mode should be played. That would be nice. Flat Heroes is very minimal, and I'm a fan of that style. The most important factor is that everything is clear on the screen. Some of the screenshots look messy with a lot going on, but I never had any problem following my square. They did a great job of selecting colors that work together. Get bored of one set of colors, and Flat Heroes lets you switch it up. They're working on colorblind palettes as well. All I have to say is that the music is good. Based on their original timeline, Flat Heroes will be out of early access soon. For $8, you could do much worse, especially if you're going to have friends over and you can play on the couch. I think Flat Heroes would be exciting to watch as well. There are so many extreme emotional moments, from very high to very low. When considering this purchase, you should like games that test your controller prowess. I have no idea why this game isn't huge. Hopefully when exiting early access, they can gain a bigger audience. Thanks for watching. One thing I did forget to mention is that the game lets you export an animation to Twitter when you get a high score. Love that stuff. Wish more games had that kind of stuff. It provides a way to share exactly what's going on, and if it's an exciting moment, it's perfect. And Visigun Heroes does this. This game does it. More games should do it. I suggest it. Thanks for watching again. See you later.